Yo, real quick before we get into the video, I just want you to drop a like and a comment because, you know what I mean, it helps me out and the algorithm helps me grow as a creator. And, you know what I mean, I'm hooking y'all up with some of these dope VSTs, so y'all can hook me up with a like real quick. And, I mean, if you want to sub, go ahead, sub. I ain't gonna stop you. You feel me? Let's get into it. What's up? My name's Devin. I also go by Infinite or Proud by Infinite. And today we got part 3 of the best free VSTs and effect plugins for West Coast producers. I almost messed up on the intro, but y'all ain't gonna catch me slipping. Alright, so let's get into the video real quick. Alright, so this is going to be the first VST that we're gonna talk about today. It's called the Surrealistic MG1 Plus. Shout out VSTs. I'm gonna show his Instagram right here because, you know what I mean, he put me onto this one. He told me I was streaming, we was listening to people's beats. He told me about it. I was like, I'm gonna check it out real quick. So I actually took the liberty to go through all the presets and pick out my favorite ones. So I'll be honest, there's a lot of sounds in here that aren't good. Like all these keys right here, like these ones, these are all basically unusable. You know what I mean? The leads are pretty bad too. They could be good, but it would take a lot of editing. You know what I mean? Like listen to this. Like, I mean, maybe if you want to do like a Cardi beat or like one of them Rage, like Trippie Redd beats, that could possibly work, but see, you would just have to do like a lot of editing to that. But where I think this VST shines is the bass section. The basses go actually pretty crazy on this one, man. So we're just gonna click on this first one. As you can see, there's quite a few of them that I highlighted to be like usable, that you could use like for beats and everything like that. So this one's gonna be really good for like West Coast beats and everything like that. Like as you can see, like, you know what I mean? That's pretty solid. I ain't gonna lie. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go into my unreleased Slap City MIDI kit, and I'm gonna go into the bassline section, and I'm just gonna throw in some MIDI just so we can just like test the sound, listen to the presets, and see how they sound. So we got this D sharp minor ratchet low piano. You know what I mean? This is what it looked like. Pretty solid. Oh, I was wondering why it was so low. There you go. You know what I mean? So we got that one right there. So this one, I don't necessarily think it could be used for like West Coast stuff that much, but I like this one because I feel like it could be really cool for like a Travis Scott beat. You know what I mean? Because they have like the really aggressive like sub basses and everything like that, where they just have like the long nose where it'll go like, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's what I think that one's good for. But for the most part, every other one is like pretty good for like West Coast stuff. Like, yeah. If you want to do like some club stuff, that'd be perfect for it. Like some old school I Am Sue type stuff. Noisy Octave, same thing, another club one. Then we got other stuff like the little sequence bass. Yeah, right there. You know what I mean? Has a few cool like sounds, you know what I mean? Like, oh, by the way, this is no effects, by the way. These are just all how they sound coming out the VSTs. So if you just throw like a little bit of bass boost on there, a little bit of distortion, some saturation or something like that, you can really make these shine. This also has a couple like Detroit basses that sound pretty cool too. Something like that. You can low-key use that for like a Sparky bass too, if you're looking for that. You know know what I mean? So that's pretty cool too. And now let's move on to the other section that I do kind of like about this plugin as well. So the other section is the poly section, which I'm assuming is like for like multiple different synths put together. So I like these just because like they sound full and they sound like really ready. You don't have to do too much of the sound design to make them sound good. Once again, we're going to go back into the Slap City MIDI kit, which is going to be released soon. I'm still working on it. We're going to go to the chord progressions, and we're going to go over to like these like Larry June type chords. So that could be really good for like a Larry June type beat if you kind of like filter out some of the high ends, put some reverb on it and stuff. And actually, let's throw a little bit of reverb on it right now. Actually, I'm gonna get this RC20 on it real quick. Throw up that space, turn off the noise because we don't really need that like that. We're gonna turn it down a little bit just because like the distortion usually turns things up. So I'm gonna turn the gain down a little bit just so it don't go too crazy. And we have another EQ taking out some of the highs. I'm actually gonna probably bring it back a little bit. Fire. Fire. Maybe throw a little bit of delay on there too. And I think this is really good because you could also use this for like Trippie Redd and like Playboi Carti, like them rage type beats. So I think it'd be really good for those too. As you can see, it's pretty fire. I ain't gonna lie. Now we can just like mess around with some of the other presets too. This one was pretty cool too. See, as you can see, just really full, big sounding synths. This one would be perfect for a Larry June beat. Actually, let me try pitching it down. Yeah, that'd be fire. Just like that, you got like a cool like little thing that you can start making a beat with. So this one is pretty solid for like the vintage sounds, and then also like the bass that is in here. Everything else I'm not really messing with, to be 100% honest. It's just really like the bass and the poly synths. Those are the two sections that I really liked about this plugin. And then the next one we're going to talk about is the sound delay plugin. Shout out Oh Gosh Leotis. I'm a huge fan of him, and I actually saw this on his video explaining different like free VSTs that he likes to use. So once again, shout out to him because that's where I got this one from. I just want to do my own video on it just because, you know what I mean, get more eyes on it, get more people seeing it, and just help out more people. So basically what this plugin does is that it can offset the melody or whatever you put onto the mixer channel. And all you have to do is just mess with this knob right here. So this is what the melody sounds like without the plugin. And then we're just going to turn it up a little bit. And it kind of offsets it a little bit just so it gives like a swing to it. Let's actually throw in some drums in here real quick just so you can kind of like hear it a little bit more. So you can actually hear the chords hit after the kick a little bit. So the hi-hats like have some swing on it because like there's this big gap right here. And then the melody is gonna have like a little bit of like strum on it, but for the most part it's hitting on the one. But since we do have that plugin on it, it does kind of give like a swing to the melody as well. So the kick is hitting on the one, and you're gonna hear like the melody hit like a slight bit after it. It kind of gives like a unique kind of like twang to everything. You know what I mean? Now let's try to exaggerate it a little bit more just to see like how far we can really push this. Okay, so 6 is a little much because now it starts to sound a little offbeat. So let's try like 5. I think 4 is a good spot. 4 is a good spot where like you kind of like you really get that effect where it's kind of like almost obvious that it's not hitting on the one. You know what I mean? Because like when you sit here and you mess with like 2 or something like that, it's like, oh, it kind of hits on the one, it kind of doesn't. But I feel like when you take it up to 4, it's like, okay, this for sure got the swing on it though. You know what I mean? Also, last one, shout out to Ambience. This one is free and y'all can download it. I personally just had like an issue downloading it just because it downloads directly as like a .dll file, and I just don't know where to put that. So I mean, if you know where to put your .dll files, you could knock that out. And this is like a really good reverb plugin that is free. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and my boy Trapping Out the Bay put me onto this one, and he said it's really good and he swears by it. So if he swear by it, now I swear by it too. You feel me? Alright, but with that being said, my name is Devin. I also go by Infinite or Pop by Infinite, and peace out.